Is Richie at Grow Folds, and today is just another live stream that I'll be doing tonight. I know that I scheduled it for 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, but I figured I'd go ahead and get on a live stream just right now. So it's 7:45, November 2nd, 2025. I wanted to hop on tonight just so we can talk things about plants. We can talk about some pageantry that I've been into and just some weekly updates. So as you can see from the thumbnail, I am going to just be talking about some updates, but we're just going to go ahead and just wait around to see who's going to jump on the live stream. Hopefully we'll get some engagement and get some more people on here. Y'all already know I like to do these live streams, and hopefully we don't get any sort of random people on here. For those that are new to the channel, my name is Richie. I do daily 1-hour plant shopping videos. Typically it's for big box or plant shopping videos, but as y'all know, I have actually been getting into a lot of these plant shows. So like last weekend or about 2 weeks ago, I was actually at PlantCon 2025 in Dallas, Texas. Definitely check out some of my content from there. But I am so excited to be going to the Texas Aroid Show, which will be this November 8th and 9th in Houston, Texas. It's going to be in Cypress, Texas, actually. And so for those that are in the Houston area, H-Town in the house, definitely purchase your ticket for the Texas Aroid Show. Empty Nest actually on Instagram won the VIP tickets, the free VIP tickets. So definitely tune into that. For the 6 viewers that are watching my live stream live, thank you so much for tuning in this Sunday evening. It was kind of impromptu, but I wanted to go ahead and just do a live stream. I feel a little bit terrible because I haven't been able to post daily 1-hour plant shopping videos. I was really trying to get some of my content edited, especially for PlantCon. I have 2 more episodes to get edited, but I have a very demanding job. I work a minimum of 10 hours. I have a 5-day work week, but it has just been very busy for me. And so I am just really excited that this weekend I will be actually going to Houston, Texas, and I am what they call a rooted rep. So I'll be part of some more content creators that will participate at the Texas Aroid Show. I know that when I was chosen to be a plant influencer for the Texas Aroid Show last year, I was really happy. So, shout out to Lenny for giving me a chance. And actually that was my first plant influencing gig. That was where I actually met my good friend Fidel the Pondon. He was actually doing a speaking engagement for the Texas Aroid Show last year. And so it's kind of like full circle. So we're back at it. And I really hope you guys will actually support the Texas Aroid Show. Definitely share this video. Definitely press the like button if you haven't already. I'll be on here for just a little while. And so I just wanted to say hello. Hello to Plenty Buds Eric. Thank you, Karen, for jumping on the live stream. We'll see if we get some engagement here, but I am just really happy to be able to get on the live stream. But as you can see right here, I have my beautiful Aglaonema frosted ghost. Look at how massive this Aglaonema frosted ghost is. So that's just a little prop on the side. And if you guys can't tell, I am wearing my Philippines jacket. You can see right over here, I am a proud Filipino American. And for those that don't know, actually, Filipinos are really into pageantry, specifically Miss Universe. So if you actually clicked on the thumbnail, which actually has Miss Universe Philippines 2025, Atisa Manalo. She just arrived in Thailand, and Thailand actually is the host country for Miss Universe. And just a little backstory, I know we're not really talking about plant content per se, but don't worry, I will be talking about some plant content with y'all soon. I just wanted to say that it is a huge event. Plenty Bud says, I was in Steven's live premiere and I saw Kathy and let her know you had a live stream at 8 p.m. Central. So hopefully she'll make it to the live stream today. Thank you so much, Eric. And Eric, you are just such a huge supporter of the YouTube channel. You know, the Plant Foldies are really just lucky to have you here. I am lucky to have you here. And so for those that are tuning in for tonight's live stream, it's just really me chatting with y'all. I figured that I would do, you know, live streaming maybe on Sundays, just so I can talk to you, the Plant Foldies. And for those that are new to the channel, I call my viewers and subscribers Plant Foldies. Welcome. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. I know that it is a little bit of a random situation in terms of me just doing a live stream, but I figured I would go ahead and tune in. So for the folks that are watching me live, I really appreciate it. So anyways, some life updates. So it was a very, very busy week for me. I wasn't able to get as much of the content that I wanted to push out on the YouTube channel. And for those that are new, please press the subscribe button if you haven't already with all the notification bell on. You will get notified whenever I upload new videos. And I typically upload videos and premiere them at 7 p.m. Central Standard US time. So I would love for you guys to join me as I do more of these content. The live streaming, vertical live streaming, so you can see that it is vertical. I'm still trying this out because I figure that it would be something that could potentially grow the YouTube channel. As y'all know, I love to make plant content. And again, you know, being part of the Texas Aroid Show, which will be in Cypress, Texas, which is in Houston. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh, allergies, I don't know. Anyways, this is what happens when you go on live, you know, you cough and you can't edit it out. But what's really exciting is I have another gig, which would be the Texas Aroid Show again. And, you know, as far as plant shows, I know that we talk about like PlantCon 2025. That's really all over the country, and it's really growing a lot of steam in terms of just the following. But I do urge everybody to support the Texas Aroid Show. Y'all know I am based out in North Dallas, and anything that is Texas related in terms of plant content, we really want to push that out. And so like I'm really stoked. So if you are in the Houston area, or if you know any Plant Foldies that are in the Houston area, definitely tune in to the Texas Aroid Show. Again, it is at the Berry Center. And I did want to just show y'all a couple of screenshots of this. So you can see right here. We'll go ahead and show this. So, but this is all the information for the Texas Aroid Show. So if you are not on Instagram, you can go ahead and pause here and check this out. It is being hosted by Rooted Treasures HTX. So if you want to buy tickets, you want to go to www.rootedtreasureshtx.com and you'll be able to purchase some tickets there. I do have a promo code where you can get 10% off, and I do have one more VIP giveaway, so we'll see about that. Plenty Bud says, I hope they have the most underrated aroid there. Hashtag popularize Aglionema. Exactly, right? And speaking of which, so I'm going to just keep jumping back and forth. I did just want to ask anybody that is in the live stream, thank you, good evening, happy Sunday. I have had a 12-hour work day today, and has been extremely just very tiring, but I was able to film a new big box store plant shopping video out in Home Depot. And what's really exciting is we are going to be seeing a bunch of amazing proven winners Leaf Joy holiday plants. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for also just checking out the Texas Aroid Show. Again, it is going to be super exciting in the fact that it is in H-Town, Houston, Texas. You know, that's where I'm originally from. So we're going to see what that all looks like in terms of just who's all going to be there. There's going to be some amazing vendors, and I did want to talk about some of those vendors later on in the live stream. So hopefully we have some more people tuning in to the live stream. We'll see what that all looks like. I don't know how many people are actually watching, but I do appreciate you guys jumping on the live stream for this evening. I am just curious, like Eric, I know that you're in the live chat. Same thing with Karen. I know that you're in the live chat as well. Let me know how your Sunday's been, and if you guys are interested in joining or at least seeing the content for Texas Aroid Show. Did y'all know that the Texas Aroid Show is actually going to have a runway fashion show? So y'all already know that I'm going to come in there dressed to the nines to go ahead and walk the walk. Because again, a little bit about me, I know that for the longest time, I didn't really show my face on YouTube. I did faceless YouTube, but I am a little bit more comfortable really just sharing a little bit more about myself and just really being able to engage with you, the Plant Foldies, and just really having you guys get to know me a little bit better. And one of my biggest passions is really celebrating the things that make me Filipino, the things that get Filipino Americans excited. Planty Bud says, doing good here. I got some planty things done today and some leaves picked up in the yard. I bet you out in Minnesota, you are just going full blown fall season. So, but like I said, again, you know, with Filipinos, we have this term called the Bayanihan spirit, which means that we unite as one country. And things that I am super proud of in terms of just being a Filipino American is number one, the fact that we have very strong ties to family. So family is very important to us. Number two, regardless of whether we are officially family, if you meet another Filipino, we call them kababayan. And a kababayan means, in literal translation, countrymen. So it's really interesting. So for instance, whenever I'm going to a plant show, for instance, like Texas Aroid Show was founded by a Filipino American. Her name is Lenny. I call her Ate Lenny. Ate means older sister. Although I would have called her Mom Lenny, it's just a sign of respect. But I remember she just mentioned for me to call her Ate Lenny. It's so exciting to see a lot of, say, Filipino vendors, plant vendors, you know, participating together. There's really a camaraderie whenever I go to like plant shows. Like for instance, when I was at Plant Con, there were a lot of Filipino vendors. I was able to speak to them in Tagalog. I was able to kind of just relate. And when you think about how many plants we see at these international plant shows or these plant shows in general, or just the concept of house plants, I really want to make people aware that a lot of these beautiful plants, like this beautiful, say, Aglaonema, frosted ghost right here, a lot of these plants are actually sourced out and native to Southeast Asian countries, such as the Philippines. I have to say it like that just because it is Miss Universe season. And the thing about it is, whenever you look at these house plants, again, these plants come from an environment that is outdoors. There's really no such thing as a house plant. It's really a plant that was cultivated or brought in from the wild and cultivated to be able to adapt indoors. So when you think about like plants like Aglaonema, many types of Hoyas, many types of philodendron, you think about where they are sourced at. And what's exciting is I know that even at the Texas Aroid Show, there's going to be a lot of like Filipino American vendors. And for me, being able to represent and show representation for the Filipino American community is really an honor for me. And again, I did want to say thank you again to Rooted Treasures X for choosing me to be a Rooted rep. So if you have Instagram, please make sure you are following their socials. And of course, just being able to provide that content for Texas Aroid Show. It is something that I always say, always support your communities, your local communities. And I always tell people, you know, there's always this like dichotomy of struggle when it comes to even the plant community. Sometimes some folks may not always align with other people's beliefs, but I always tell people, y'all, it's literally plants. We should all always have good vibes only. And I always wanted to let everybody know that regardless of whether people have differences or things of that nature, remember, it's just plants. These beautiful plants like this Aglaonema frosted ghost, it's not that serious. And so I always say, if you ever want to have good vibes, fun times, and really want to meet people that are all about plants and just good vibes only, definitely consider going to a plant show. So if you are in the Houston area, if you are available this coming weekend, November 8th and 9th, thank you, Jesus, that I am actually off that weekend. I will actually be promoting the Texas Aroid Show. And again, for my Instagram page, if you are following me on Instagram, follow me at Grow Folds. You will see some reels. And there are a couple of vendors that I did want to talk about today in terms of the Texas Aroid Show. So one vendor I wanted to talk about, and I have my iPad here because I don't know how to do like screen shares, is Classy Rabbit. So take a look at this. So Classy Rabbit is actually a local McKinney-based small business. Nate, the founder, is actually a really good friend of mine. I would even call myself his neighbor. And you can see right here, they have a huge giveaway. 1 year supply of Classy Rabbit soil. Can I please get some floating hearts? Can I get some floating love from the Plant Foldies that are watching this live stream right now? Let me know what you think in the comments section. But for me, I am just really excited to talk about Classy Rabbit. So whoever's pressing the floating hearts, thank you. But here's the thing about the Classy Rabbit giveaway. You can see right over here, guys, Classy Rabbit will actually be vending at the Texas Aroid Show. It is the first time that Classy Rabbit soil will be vending at the Texas Aroid Show. So I'm really excited because a couple of things that make Classy Rabbit very much, I would say, very much close and dear to my heart is number one, they definitely represent the Dallas-Fort Worth community in terms of a small business. And number two, just the plant product in general is such a good plant product. So y'all know that I support Classy Rabbit soil. I have been somebody that has been a huge advocate of Classy Rabbit soil. You know, whenever you see them actually vending at specific plant shows, you can see that there is very much so a niche or a aesthetic behind Classy Rabbit. I love the graphics. I love the look. I love the fact that they have a very nonchalant way of presenting their products. And I think that that's really cool because at the end of the day, they're just selling soil, right? So people sometimes get very much so serious about like plants, plant products. It's just soil. So yes, they're selling poop. They're selling rabbit poop, but that rabbit poop is going to make your plants grow. And you know, Leap Year says, Classy Rabbit made my Hydra Helix grow like crazy. And of course, Classy Rabbit soil is really one of the best soils. Now, for me, if I'm going to give an honest critique of Classy Rabbit soil, originally I started to use Classy Rabbit soil for a lot of my plants that I get from overseas. The thing about it is, when I get my plants from overseas, I feel that yes, Classy Rabbit soil is very much so fast draining. It has all of the natural ingredients that are naturally sourced. But I needed a little bit more moisture retention. So I started mixing it with like Fox Farm soil. I know, Nate, don't roast me. I know that your product is supposed to be a standalone product, but you know, it's kind of like whenever you, cook food, sometimes the ingredients are all there, but sometimes you just need a little bit more season to taste, and that's really it. Now, for those that are tuning in to tonight's live stream, thank you so much. I started it a little bit early just because I wanted to go ahead and just start talking to y'all. So for those that are tuning in, I really appreciate you guys tuning into my live stream. Just know that my live stream is really just me talking directly to you, the Plant Foldies, about just what's going on with the week. Let's see what everybody else is saying. So Eric says, Leap, I have a confession about my Hydra Helix. I threw it in the garden waste bin today. it was still alive outside, but I needed to start growing some of the patio pots cleaned. I needed to start getting some of the patio pots cleaned up. Totally get it. Sometimes we have to compost certain plants. I have to thank my mother-in-law, who's currently living with me and my husband. She has really gotten things organized in terms of some of my plants. She has been very much instrumental in taking care of my plants. And so with that being said, y'all already know, Plant Foldies, that I will have a houseplant tour no later than the end of the year. So stay tuned for that. And if you are new and just tuning into my live stream, thank you so much. My name is Richie. I do daily 1-hour plant shopping videos. And tonight's video is just a really quick live stream where I am just really tuning in to give you guys some updates about what has happened this week. So again, definitely buy your tickets at the Texas Aroid Show. You can buy your tickets at Rooted Treasures htx.com. It's also in the description of this live stream, so definitely check that out. And if you are or you know somebody that lives in the Houston area, please share that information for me. Plenty Bud says, Leap True, I was already counting in my plants I threw away list. I have been tracking that to try and keep myself from growing the collection larger. So, I mean, Eric, I totally get it. And, you know, sometimes you have to kind of just, you know, pull the plug and compost your plants. Sometimes certain plants don't necessarily give you that joy. And so if you are stressed, if you are putting so much energy to try to keep a plant alive, then it's not necessarily something that you need to be doing. Sometimes you have to learn to let yourself let go of things. And I actually ended up purging a lot of my clothes. I used to be like super skinny back in the day. I used to be out at the club and just living my life. And then, you know, I met the love of my life and things got a little bit more settled. I got a little bit more comfortable. I put on a little bit more weight. And so there were a lot of clothes, for instance, that I just wasn't able to fit anymore. And you know, there is like a sentimental value with certain things, but at some point it's kind of like the Marie Kondo situation where you just have to learn to say goodbye to things. It's the same thing with plants. Whether there is a plant and you're like trying to rehab it, you're trying to prevent it from going to plant heaven. Sometimes I would even say sometimes, again, plants may have to go to plant heaven. It's just really the nature of it. And for me, that's just the bottom line. So I don't know. I just, let me know in the comments section. Let me know in the chat if you agree of whether you should just let things go. But for me, I definitely feel like I need to let things go. But anyways, let me go back to talking about the Texas Aroid Show. So obviously Classy Rabbit Soil is going to be a vendor there. Another vendor that I wanted to shout out is Victoria's Garden Woodland. So Victoria's Garden. So you can see right here, if you have Instagram, please follow Victoria's Garden. Right over here, you can see I need some floating hearts if you are a supporter of Victoria's Garden. So Victoria's Garden is actually one of the founders of Texas Aroid Show. Her name is Lenny. Everybody knows her as Lenny. And she has some amazing plants that we also have available there. But you can see right over here is her Instagram. So definitely follow Victoria's Garden. And the one thing that I am looking forward to from a Victoria's Garden is if we're going to be very much, I don't know, just very much into just the things that we're super proud of. I would say there is an aglaonema called Aglaonema Manila's Pride. It's basically a variegated aglaonema. It's almost like a silver bay. But it is a Filipino aglaonema, and y'all already know, like aglaonemas, it's the thing. And you know, a little bit of some inside information about like the rooted reps. You know, myself and a couple of others were part of some certain teams, and you know, the teams that we have are, say, like Hoya, Philodendron, Monstera. Unfortunately, we don't have an aglaonema team, and I'm okay with that. You know, I would even say if I had to choose outside of aglaonemas, I would choose, I would definitely choose Monstera, but I myself want to go into the Texas Aroid Show really promoting the plants that I feel passionate about. And, you know, as far as the Plant Foldy community, y'all already know that that's really the case is, what is it? Really supporting and really promoting the things that you're most passionate about. And so for me, I know that I'm tinkering between plant content, lifestyle blog, pageantry. So if you've been watching my Instagram stories, I've been posting a little bit more about, say, Miss Universe. Is that really beneficial in terms of the algorithm? Probably not. It's probably confusing the algorithm. I'm probably mixing things up. And as a content creator, we do have to be cognizant about just what type of niche we're in. But, you know, for me, it's just, I'm just really passionate about shouting to the world how proud I am to be a Filipino American. Because when you tack things about like plants, right? You think about plants and then you think about all the other things that are very much personal to you. I want you, Plant Foldies, to get to know me on a more personal level. So just know that anything that is Filipino related, anything that brings Filipinos joy, it's something that I will continue to share with y'all. Leap Year says Aglio Nima team for sure. Planty Bud says I got a Pictum tricolor on Saturday when I went to enter the costume contest. That's awesome, Eric, and your costume was fantabulous. Now I have to ask Plant Foldies that are watching the live stream tonight, are y'all ready to see me strut the runway at the Texas Aroid Show? Is anybody ready to see me strut the runway at the Texas Aroid Show? Because if you are, just know, number one, I went shopping at Target and I actually ended up getting some pretty fabulous boots for 30% off. And then I ended up getting like this like hooded cape with like plant stuff. So we're gonna see that. I think I'm gonna look like a warlock. I'm gonna have like a hoodie, and I'm just gonna do all of that. So we'll see what that all looks like. For those that are tuning into the live stream, again, really appreciate you tuning into the live stream. I know that it is a little bit random. I know it's Sunday. Can y'all believe we sprung back an hour? I definitely needed to have that extra hour of sleep today before I went into work. So I really appreciate that. But again, let's go jump back to the Texas Aroid Show. So another plant vendor that I wanted to feature at the Texas Aroid Show would be another Filipino based vendor, and that would be, here it is, I'm going to show you. It is Cultivar Texas, Cultivar TX. So if you are in the Houston area, again, definitely support Cultivar TX. For those that may go ahead and hashtag team replay, I do have an episode where I feature Cultivar TX. They will also be vending at the Texas Aroid Show. So I'm super, super excited about that. And as you can see right here, my Ate Mari and the team at the Cultivar TX will have some amazing variegated plants. Y'all already know that, you know, look at this. I mean, look, you see this? Do y'all see this sweater? Look at this. The Philippines. I did want to just put a little bit more of a shout out to some of the Filipino vendors. Obviously, there's going to be some amazing vendors at the Texas Aroid Show. But I want to relive my Texas Aroid Show experience from last year when I attended it in Houston, Texas. So, story time. If you don't know, I have a wonderful grandmother. Her name is Lola, which means grandmother in Tagalog, which is the national language of the Philippines. Her name is Belen. I remember taking my 89-year-old grandmother to the Texas Aroid Show. My mom was there, and so were my two aunts that visited the Texas Aroid Show. I will tell you, in terms of, say, like the Filipino culture, when you know somebody is a kababayan or somebody is Filipino, we respect our elders. And I just remember my grandmother, who is 89 years old, She had the time of her life. She has never been to a plant show, and just the respect from just a lot of the vendors, but especially the Filipino vendors, it was just fantabulous. I know that there were some Filipino vendors that were offering her free plants. Maraming salamat. Maraming salamat means thank you very much in Tagalog. So again, Plant Foldies, y'all asked for it, right? Like y'all wanted to get to know me a little bit more. Y'all see my face here. And so you're going to get to know me just on a more personal level. And I just remember reliving my experience at the Texas Aroid Show last year, where my grandmother Belen went there. She bought a bunch of plants. She just had the time of her life. And that's the reason why I say this time around, being somebody that was chosen to be a rooted rep, that is basically somebody that is promoting the Texas Aroid Show. Again, it is hosted by Rooted Treasures HTX. Again, thank you so much to the team for allowing me to do that. The difference between, I guess, the content that I will be presenting is, and y'all already know this, Plant Foldies, I do long format content. So it is sometimes a challenge for me to transition my plant content to short reels or shorts in general. I know that what's trending is, 5 to 6 second reels, maybe 30-second reels, but I love the beautiful art of just having open dialogue. So Plant Foldies, y'all let me know if you guys also enjoy this type of content where it's literally whether you have that that span to really engage and listen to somebody talking. Y'all know I love to talk. Y'all know I love to talk. And then let's see what people are saying right here. Tom says, hi, Plant Buds. Planty Bud says, Richie, how is Lola Belen doing? She's doing fabulous. She is now able to walk outside of her walker. And for those that don't know, my grandmother, who is 90 years old this year, actually had a freak accident. Thankfully, she is okay, where she fractured her hip. She had to have emergency surgery, but she is on the road for recovery. And then Leap Year says, Richie, that's so sweet. I'm glad your Lola Belen had a great time. I hope she's doing well. Tom, my Schiflera is now 6 feet tall, still trying to decide if I should chop it. Leap Year, I would just let it grow. Sometimes we have beautiful plants that get really large, and then we feel like we have to chop it. But sometimes having something beautiful like that needs to be, intact. That if you're just asking my opinion, that's really it. And again, for those that are tuning into the live stream, really appreciate you tuning in. I really hope that you guys are enjoying a little Sunday Fun Day chat. I can talk an hour straight. Y'all know I don't mind talking an hour straight. But to go back to my experience at Texas Aroid Show last year and how I am going to circle it back to the Texas Aroid Show that I will be attending in Cypress, Texas, Houston, Texas, November 8th and 9th. Just really excited about that. But the content I would love to be able to extend to you, the viewer that is watching me today, is and I think I'm super proud of it. And I say this in the most sincere way, but I am proud of the fact that I don't necessarily have to go follow what's trending, and that's really more short format content where we're really scrolling. I was talking to Drea of Aloha Plant Life. She and I are both YouTube content creators. We're very much so long-winded people. And so sometimes when you create content where it's literally the blink of an eye and that's it, it's harder to translate for people that really want just longer format content. Does that make it different, or does it make it any better? No. So if you are all about reels, if you are all about, short format content, and that's your niche, kudos to you. I would love to be able to maybe transition some of the way I present my content to that way. But where I'm most comfortable with is me doing longer format content. So I'm just curious. Plant Foldies, let me know if this is a reason why you watch my content. And again, for the Plant Foldies that are watching tonight's live stream, Really appreciate tonight's topic is really a lot to do with the Texas Aroid Show. I know that I haven't necessarily been able to produce as many like short reels, but just know we're about to go ahead and go full force and support Texas Aroid Show. So if you are on Instagram, please follow at Rooted Treasures HTX on Instagram. There are a lot of giveaways. There's still some VIP things that are going to be happening where you can get some free VIP tickets. Again, shout out to Empty Nest on Instagram for winning one of the VIP free tickets. Let me know in the comment section, Plant Foldies, what you guys are interested in. And honestly, Planty Buds, anybody that has Instagram, please go ahead and go on to the Rooted Treasures HTX. Let them know you are a Plant Foldie. Let them know that you are a viewer of my YouTube channel at GrowFolds. Let the world know that we are about to hashtag popularize Agleonema. That's all I'm trying to say here. But as you can see right here, I am being very much so patriotic in a sense that Miss Universe season has started. And what does that mean? So a lot of people will think like pageants, is that really a thing? So in the Philippines, they have what they call the 3 Bs: boxing, basketball, and beauty pageants. If you are participating in any of those 3, then you can potentially get a lot of influence. So when you think about boxing, Manny Pacquiao. If you think about just basketball, every Filipino grows up wanting to possibly be a basketball player. And then beauty pageants, we have a very rich history in terms of beauty pageants. And those 3 things, when it comes to the 3 Bs, really unifies a lot of Filipinos. What's interesting is Filipinos can be found all over the world, whether you are in the Philippines, whether you're in the United States, whether you're in Canada, whether you are in Nigeria, whether you are in a European country. Filipinos can be seen everywhere, and we have this term called the Bayanihan spirit, which is basically countrymen, where we support each other. And so as far as like Miss Universe 2025, which is actually going to be in Thailand this year, we have a candidate by the name of Atisa Manalo. And so, you know, I have been kind of messing up my algorithm slightly in terms of what I'm posting on Instagram, because I know that I should be posting like plant content, but y'all already know. I want to show you guys this. So I even have my beautiful Philippine flag. So can I please get some floating hearts here? And you can see the Philippine flag. Look at that. Gorgeous. I know that it needs to probably be ironed, but if you support me, please give me some floating hearts. Say mabuhay in the chat section. But as you can see right here, this is the Philippine flag. And I've actually gone to Miss Universe and actually put this flag here. It's really important to me. And as you guys know, even on my big box store plant shopping videos, I have really just talked about my heritage, because I feel like in this day and age, we need that representation and visibility. And so, yeah, beauty pageants. Let me see what else has here. Tom says, leap year, you will probably have to chop. It starts to hit the ceiling. Do not think you have a choice. Leap year says, shorts don't even show up in my algorithm most of the time. And then leap year says, Tom, very true. I guess I'll just let the plant grow until it gets to my point. And then Planty Bud says, leap, I made the original Frosted Grows root rot video intending to make it a short, then I realized it was too long and filmed horizontal, so I just posted it as a regular video. And then leap year, seen on Benji plant where he was in Japan, where they bent Sifflera, is really interesting. Yes, I love Benji plants. I really love his aesthetic as well. And I would just say, yes, I think a lot of the viewers on this channel are really more in tune to longer format. And, you know, just to give you guys a little bit of tea when it comes to making social media content creation, do you know where the potential passive income and money comes from? It comes from more so longer format content. And this is the reason why I say this is, Longer YouTube format content creates a little bit more revenue because there are more ads that can play. They have what they call CPM, and sometimes CPM is really based on the demographics, the age range, and the region of where your viewers are coming from. So I have just noticed that the Plant Foldies are a more mature crowd, so a little bit more of an older crowd. I hate to use older because I equate older as in more mature, possibly even having more life experiences. And so I don't really see a lot of that like toxicity. I come from an age where, YouTube just started. I, started watching YouTube in the early 2000s. And to me, there was no such thing as short format content. And short format content, and again, for anybody who creates short format content, it's not me trying to throw shade. You do you, boo boo, right? You do you. But what I've noticed is sometimes when we do short format content, it's more so about what's cutesy, what's funny, and we have all of these niches, but some people really just want that open dialogue. Sometimes I feel like with AI, for instance, we can't even fabricate discussions or sentences, or better yet, have that engagement where we are actively listening for more than 10 minutes. Let me know in the comment section, Plant Foldies, what you think. And as far as today's video, whether it gets that full engagement and have like hundreds of thousands of viewers, or maybe just having a set of 20 very engaged followers, I did just want to say thank you again. Let's see what everybody else is saying. Plenty Bud says, shorts are crazy short. I made a video thinking that 4 minutes was short. I get it, Eric, Leap Year says, Tom, that sounds really cool. I'll have to look into that for sure. And then Planty Bud says, Leap, I definitely wanted to make a follow-up on the frosted ghost. When I potted it back up, it definitely grew some new roots on the one plant. And then Planty Bud says, the worst is clicking on a video only to find out it's AI. Y'all, let's pause for a second. How do y'all feel about AI? And I say that in the most blanket statement. So if you are hashtag replaying this video and you're not watching it live, I really want to see in the comment section, y'all know you hear me, in the comment section, let me know what how you feel about AI. Some people say AI is the end of the world. Some people say AI is going to take away people's jobs. Some people say that AI is even going to take over the plant community, the plants in general, et cetera, et cetera. Here's what I would tell you about AI. No matter what, AI is created by humans. So regardless of whether some people will find AI to be even superior or be able to problem solve at a faster level, just know what makes life beautiful, or at least in my opinion, what makes life beautiful, what makes people humans, is the beauty in imperfections. So when you read somebody's AI generated dialogue, you can tell somebody that was only relying on AI. And to me, it's really important that we remained vigilant in terms of preserving our humanity. It is okay to not be perfect. And so when you think about, like, sometimes even when you post on Instagram, right, that perfect image of a plant, or that perfect symmetrical face of a human being that was created by AI, do not allow AI to actually influence your mindset, your psyche, your mental health. Allow yourself to be more so celebratory of the imperfections of who you are. And that's why I tell people, please be your most authentic self. Show kindness. And I know that I am pretty much just blabbing on. I think I've been on for like 40 minutes or whatever, just giving you guys that. But I feel like, again, it's one of those things where it's important for me to engage with the Plant Foldies. It is very much so important for me for you to get to know me. And so that's the reason why I'm even doing a live stream tonight. What's interesting is when we first started doing vertical live streams, there was a bigger push of people, but now I feel like the algorithm has figured out that they're not going to push me to certain like niches, and that's okay. What's more important for me is that I get to engage with the people who truly watch my videos, who truly support me. So yes, so let's see what people are saying here. Yes, beauty is imperfect. AI is just dull for me. That's what Tom says. Plenty Bus says there can be some really funny AI videos, like ones that are obviously most like animation, like really unrealistic things like cats and doing human things and a little story with them. I agree. Leap, I've seen plant videos where the creator didn't even know he was using AI images until people told him the comments. Hello for my person that's saying hello. Thank you for tuning in. But I dislike AI trying to pass as real. Yes. So artificial intelligence, AI. It has its purposes. Sometimes I will just go ahead and utilize AI to create some of my video descriptions. But at the end of the day, you know, when it comes to your thought process, when it comes to your information, you have to be able to engage with people. You have to be able to listen to people. You have to be able to be passionate about the things that you love. And for me, like tonight's video, yes, I'm going to be talking about Texas Aroid Show. So again, promo to Texas Aroid Show, November 8th and 9th. It's going to be at the Berry Center in Houston, Texas, Cypress, Texas. I would love for the Plant Foldies to show up there. For those that are not following Rooted Treasures HTX on Instagram, follow them. Planty Buds, I'm going to leave you an assignment. I need you to comment and say you are a Plant Foldie of Grow Folds. Let's get some Plant Foldies getting excited over there, because my content is a little bit different. Like I am not able to not always be able to produce like shorts, videos, or reels. But what I can do is after the show, I will be able to give you guys hours and hours and hours and hours of plant content where it's not necessarily about me. It's about the vendors. And I always say that, you know, there's a difference between, and this is just me speaking freely, there is a difference between an influencer that influences to uplift and highlight, say, the plant, or an influencer where it becomes about them. I would say for me, I am literally just wanting y'all to know me a little bit more so, but at the end of the day, it's really about the plants. It's really about hashtag popularize Aglaonema. Let me know in the comment section what y'all think about that. And for those that are tuning into tonight's live stream, really appreciate it. Really glad that you guys are taking the time to just kind of listen to me talk through. But again, a couple more things that I wanted to showcase. So obviously, Texas Aroid Show is happening. I've talked about some of the plants. Again, if you haven't already, please take a look at this right here on this screen. Definitely support the Texas Aroid Show, November 8th and 9th, 2025. I will be there all next weekend. I'm super excited. If you have social media, please make sure you are commenting on all the socials and let them know you are a Plant Foldie. Hashtag popularize Aglaonema, and know that there is a fashion show. So I'm going to go back to my other topic where I was talking about Miss Universe, right? So I'm going to show you Miss Philippines Universe. Her name is Atisa Manalo, and we talk about the Bayanihan spirit. So they've already had this like voting system where Atisa Miss Philippines Universe has gotten 1.3 million likes on Facebook. Take a look at this. Is she not gorgeous? Is she not gorgeous? Like, I want to be Atisa Manalo. So just as much as I love plants, and it's interesting because there are certain plant influencers that are also Filipino. What I love about Atisa Manalo is there is a certain natural elegance about her. So this is her arrival look. When she arrived in Thailand, she was actually wearing a Thai dress, but she also was wearing Filipino textiles, which is actually created from pineapple fibers. So I want to show you this. Let me know what you think. She just looks like a doll. What do y'all think about Miss Universe Philippines? Isn't she gorgeous? Gorgeous. So Plant Foldies, I know it sounds silly. I may not get as much, engagement because I'm not necessarily talking about plants. But again, it is my YouTube channel. It is something where I am willing to risk a little bit more on the algorithm. But I just really need y'all to support Miss Philippines Universe. If you have Instagram, please follow Atisa Manalo. Please follow Philippines Mabuhay. And yes, so what I like about her is the fact that she is all natural. And not to say that like surgeries or enhancements is a bad thing, but to me, the fact that she has just a natural beauty is again cognizant in the fact that we talk about AI, we talk about that like symmetrical face. We talk about the things that may not be as realistic, but I always say the most beautiful thing, and this can relate to plants, is when something is not perfect. Leap year, natural beauty is always best. And you know what? To tag into natural beauty is always best because when you know somebody is being authentic, they are allowing themselves to be themselves. That's it. And that's the reason why even with like Philippines, I really am happy that she is really just presenting herself. She's not trying to be anybody else but who she is. And a little bit more about that. The fact that if you ever represent the Philippines in any type of sports, like for instance, Carlos Yulo, I am so proud of him because the 2025 World Championships Gymnastics Championships, he was a gold medalist on vault. And so for me, that is something that I want the Plant Foldies to kind of know. And whether, you guys are going to actually tune in and watch this live stream throughout, I just felt like it's important for me to have the time to just kind of talk through things, let you guys know a little bit more about me. So I was really excited about that. And then, take a look at this dress and her. This is, again, look at Miss Philippines. Isn't she gorgeous? Let me know in the comment section what you guys think and what do you think of her face and just her. She just looks very elegant, right? She is super, super elegant. And so, that's something that I have just been really, really just excited about is Miss Universe. And obviously like the Texas Aroid Show. I don't know. I just feel like it's going to be a lot of fun. Again, if you haven't already, please make sure that you are buying your tickets at rootedtreasureshtx.com. Definitely tune into that. Definitely buy your tickets. I will be doing another plant giveaway, or not a plant giveaway, a VIP ticket. So if you are interested, definitely follow me on my Instagram at Growfold. I do want to ask anybody that's watching me live stream right now, what kind of content do you want to see from the Texas Aroid Show? Do we want to see even more footage of specific plants, vendors? Do you want me to interview some of the plant vendors? And do y'all want to see me strut the runway at the Texas Aroid Show? Definitely go on the Rooted Treasures HTX Instagram, Texas Aroid Show Instagram. Let them know you are a Plant Foldie. And if you're ready for me to come through and actually do a pasarela or a catwalk, definitely check that out as well. But things that I am also looking forward to is some of the speeches that are going to be happening at the Texas Aroid Show. And if you are going to be tuning in this week, I am going to have more plant content, at least 2 more episodes. I will be also trying to get a video edited for Art Garden Flowers, my unboxing. I do have a big box store plant shopping video that I was able to film right after work today, featuring Proven Winners Leaf Joy. There's just a lot that I want to try to get, but there's very little time. So yeah. Amazing. Leap year says amazing. I have the same one in my closet. Leap year for real. I love that. Tom says that dress is beautiful and unique. Planty Bud says, interviews with the vendors would be cool, and Aglione and Richie on the catwalk. Yeah, so if you're ready for me to see the catwalk, definitely do that. I'm not going to stay on the live stream for too long, but again, a couple of vendors that I did want to highlight again is, y'all already know, Classy Rabbit. They're doing a giveaway for a free 1-year supply of Classy Rabbit soil. Let's go ahead and support Classy Rabbit. We all know about that. Hi, Drea. Look, Aloha Plant Life is here. I love it. Thank you for tuning in, friend. When am I going to get on your live stream? I would love to do a live stream with you. I am really trying to get Aloha Plant Life to go to Texas Aroid Show. Can somebody please find her a cat sitter? I need Drea to come to Texas Aroid Show. Everybody in the live chat that is watching right now, will we all just let Aloha Plant know that she needs to be at the Texas Aroid Show November 8th and 9th, this coming weekend. I need y'all to come through and like get Aloha Plant Life excited. I just love the fact that she was so generous with her time last Tuesday to do a live stream with me. I'm not a big YouTube content creator, but she is, and she was so humble to do that. So I hope that you guys will be able to convince Aloha Plant Life to go. I would love to do some content with her. And again, I hope everybody's had a wonderful Sunday. I know it's been super busy for me. I know right after this live stream, I will be making me a little snack to eat. I'm going to stay up just a little bit, hang out with my husband, my mother-in-law, watch some TV, maybe edit some videos. Planty Butt says, love the live on Tuesday. I mean, who doesn't love the live when you get to see Aloha Plant Life on the channel? And so that's the thing, right? It comes down to content creators that have a similar niche. And to me, I am team long format, hashtag team long format. Let me know in the chat section if you are hashtag team long format. And if you are also going to consider going to the Texas Aroid Show, I would really love that. Plenty Butt says, tell Luke we say hello. Yes. So here's the thing. Papa Luke actually got Charlotte and Catriona a bigger run. So they're going to have more space. And you know what? Since you guys are here, I haven't been able to show y'all the yolk of the egg. So I'm just going to give you a little rundown of the things, but look at this. Look at how orange the yolk is from Catriona right there. That was a video that I was intending to post, and you can see, look at all of the eggs that we were able to garnish and get last week. So my chickens have been laying eggs, an egg each a day for the last 2 weeks, and I could not be more proud of it. But again, just to sum up things as for tonight's video, I really just wanted to let y'all know that yes, I've been super busy with plant, trying to get some of my plant content together. Unfortunately, life gets in the way. Sometimes we have to kind of prioritize things, and it's a very busy season for me. The holidays are always busy for me in the type of work that I'm involved in, but hopefully I am able to catch up. Hopefully I'm able to produce that type of content that, number one, Texas Aroid Show is expecting from me. For me, I just want to utilize my social media platforms to really just openly talk about these plant shows, these vendors. And so, there were a couple of vendors that, like I said, again, I was really into. Another vendor that I did want to point out is Raices Plant Shop HTX. So if you are not following them on Instagram, this is another vendor, Texas Aroid Show vendor that will be vending Texas Aroid Show vendor. This one is Raices Plant Shop HTX. I love their booth. If you watched my PlantCon 2025 Dallas content, you will also see that they had an amazing booth, and they are super sweet. I love how curated their booth is. And so there's going to be a lot of Houston-based vendors at the Texas Aroid Show. We'll see what that all looks like. And again, if you guys want me to do live streams, vertical live streams like I did for PlantCon this coming weekend, let me know. I am just really super excited. Again, I am one of the few rooted reps that were chosen to do plant content and just to really promote the Texas Aroid Show. So even if you don't live in Texas, even though you are not necessarily going to be able to go to the Texas Aroid Show, my ask is, especially for the Plant Foldies, is to really get the engagement going for some of the social media and some of the Texas Aroid Show posts, whether it's on Instagram, if they have a a Facebook, or if you're even able to just share these videos like this live stream with, other Plant Foldies. I wanted to also shout out David. He has been posting a lot on the community tab. Really appreciate David. And for those that want to share their plants and just the things that they want to share with the Plant Foldy community, definitely utilize the community tab. I think that is one way to really just stay engaged with each other. And in Leap, I just really hope one day that I would be able to see you at PlantCon or even the Texas Aroid Show. Like, I would love for you guys to be able to just meet up. I don't know if seeing my face has either enhanced the content or has kind of like made it not as suspenseful, but I have become a little bit more comfortable showing you guys my my interest and just the amount of love and support that you guys have for me, but for each other. So as I kind of wrap up tonight's live stream, know that I would love to continue to promote the Texas Aroid Show, November 8th and 9th. It is at the Berry Center in Cypress, Texas. Make sure you are buying your tickets, or if you know somebody in Houston, right? If you know somebody in H-Town, definitely do that. I know that I will be meeting up with a lot of friends. I hope that as the Plant Foldy community continues to grow, that we are sharing these videos. Please don't forget to press the thumbs up or like button for this video. And hopefully you guys are excited. Again, definitely tune in to the Texas Aroid Show. I want to show you guys this right here. Take a look at that right there. All the information is available. And if you want to support me, definitely also look for my post and commentary about Miss Philippines, Atisa Manalo. Please follow her on Instagram. Please engage in her content. I am asking all of my kababayans, Filipino Americans, Plant Foldies, look at this, support this beautiful beauty queen. Miss Universe is in full effect. And I know that this is really out of my niche, but I have to tell y'all how excited I am as a Filipino American to do that. I mean, look at this. Is she not gorgeous? Philippines! I know, it sounds so silly, but you know what? I'm just being Filipino. Again, you guys can see right here, my beautiful Philippine flag that needs to be ironed. I don't know. I just feel like this is really the kind of content I want to present. Some people ask me, Richie, do you really like edit your videos? I try not to have very overly edited videos where we have like different camera shots, pan shots, things of that nature. I like more of that raw footage. I feel like that's kind of like the dichotomy of AI versus raw footage. I don't know. It's a whole, conversation we can have. But, tonight's video, again, was really just to sum up. Definitely support the Texas Aroid Show. Aloha Plant Live. Girl, you need to be at Texas Aroid Show this coming weekend. Find a cat sitter. And also, look for some of the videos I have planned for for this week. Please support the channel. If we can make sure that we can either hashtag team replay some of my PlantCon videos from Dallas, leave some comments, let me know team replay, share these videos. Yes, Aloha Plant Life says I'm working on it. Y'all, can we like bombard Aloha Plant Life's YouTube channel and tell her she needs to like have confirmation to me today, or maybe by the end of Tuesday? And if y'all want to see us do another live stream either on my YouTube channel or hers, if she's willing to do it, let me know in the comment section below. But again, as far as tonight's video, I wanted to just jump on because unfortunately I haven't been able to like edit a video and get that together. Definitely support the Texas Aroid Show. Y'all, look at this. This is the information right here. Texas Aroid Show, November 8th and 9th at the Berry Center. Follow all of the social medias, Rooted Treasures, HTX on Instagram, Texas Aroid Show on Instagram. Definitely shout out to Classy Rabbit. And for now, I'm gonna leave you with this beautiful frosted ghost Aglaonema. Isn't she cute? She's cute, right? Feel free to leave a super sticker or super thanks if you want to support my plant fund, because I do want to buy some plants at Texas Aroid Show. I would really appreciate it. Or consider joining my YouTube membership tier. It's literally for the price of a cup of coffee. Would love that. And if you are hashtag team replaying this or watching this YouTube video, leave some comments. Let me know about what you think about, you know, the Kababayan Spirit, Miss Universe 2025, Texas Aroid Show, AI versus, you know, raw content. I would really like to open a discussion. So for today's video, I hope everybody has had an amazing Sunday. Have a good night. Maraming salamat po, which means thank you very much in Tagalog. And I will see you hopefully tomorrow with a live chat. Otherwise, I'll see you then, and definitely tune in for my Texas Aroid Show content that I will actually have ready to go this weekend. So if you are in Houston, again, Texas Aroid Show, November 8th and 9th, Berry Center in Cypress, Texas, or better yet in Houston. I'll see you soon. Have a good one, good night, and good vibes only. Bye.